MC. Hi.
Make sure you stay around this area so we can hit the light. If you go to this edge, you're gonna miss you. I can put on some tape if you want, like with next. Yeah, okay, perfect. I'll take care of it.
Testing. I could see. Pretty good. Yeah. Let's go less a little bit. Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. Mic test. You hear me? Okay. Mic test.
Once again, it's your friend Sizwe, and we're here. It's day 2. Yeah, I get that from my son, right? So what? Yesterday we was in Overtown. We showed you some historic stuff, right? And today we're in Wynwood, formerly known as Overtown, right? So we wanted to show you the Bob Marley mural, right? And it's important. It's very important. I'm gonna tell you why. It shows how much impact we as a culture has on society, right? This is our culture. Right, Bob, Jamaica, yeah, big up to all yourself. You know what I mean? So right here is Wynwood. I mean, the style, the fashion, everything is right here. Once again, to friend Sizwe C. You don't know, we in Wynwood, dog.
Double M, yeah, 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 yeah. Chopping a style on the rhythm like
yeah, so Wynwood, right? This is the art district. This is Wynwood. You know what I mean? Right across the street is Koyotako. You got the world famous House of Mac on the next side. I mean, this is crazy. This is where the party begins. If you're not partying in Wynwood, you're not partying nowhere, right? As a matter of fact, I used to perform right here, right at that corner, right, for the Art Basel. Every Art Basel, me and E. Cushion is from New York, a guy who plays the drums, bam, bam, turn up, pang, 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 patang, right? And yeah, we mash up Wynwood, you know what I mean? So make sure and come and forward, right? Next time you're inside Miami, you make sure and touch Wynwood, yeah? Once again, big enough, huge. So when you reach Miami, we was in Wynwood, and now we come to Little Haiti, right? And in Little Haiti, you have the Little Haiti Cultural Center, right? That has a huge impact on the culture, because inside there they have art gallery, marketplace, all type of things. So when you come Miami, make sure and stop down, touch down in Little Haiti, show some love to them zoos. And you know what? I also had an opportunity to perform on that stage, right? With a Haitian band singing soca, yeah? So you don't know, it's mad out here, right? So make sure and touch down inside Little Haiti. I say so. Once again, yeah? Oh, let's check it out now. Yes, we just hit up the Little Haiti Cultural Center. And being that we in the spirit of Haiti, sac passe to all my Haitians out there, right? We decide to come get some food. So why not jump in and get some Chef Creole? I'm sorry, Chef Creole. Yeah, once again, let me go inside and get some good food now. Let's go, let's go.
I tell no lie, I'm in cities and the pumping, but I refuse to let it stop me, no, I'm gonna fake while I inside.
So, what we have here is a little Haitian food, right? Some griot, some white rice, some pickles, some sauce pois, You know, so fun fact, right? The owner of Chef Creole was actually born in the Bahamas to Haitian parents, right? So when we talk about a melting pot in culture in Miami, I mean, this encompasses that, right? So what I'm gonna say is bon appetit to me, right? I'm gonna dive into this griot white rice and sauce pois, and yeah, we in there. So big up to Chef Creole. Make sure when you reach Miami, you touch Chef Creole. Yeah.
Dear promoter.
Yeah. So you know, we now reach the bandshell, right? And that means Panorama is about to start. All right. So we took you to Little Haiti. We took you to Wynwood, the design district, and now I'm taking it to Panorama. Right. So stay tuned. Lock in. It's all good. Once again to friend Sizwe C. We here, man. It's Miami Carnival. Yeah.
I'm Lawson Phipps. I'm a board member of Miami Broward Carnival, host committee, responsible for Miami Carnival. I'm in charge of Juve. Juve has always been a vehicle that opens the carnival. Everybody knows about Juve and the meaning behind Juve. And so when we first brought Juve to the board, it was just a small group of directors that sat down, brainstormed, and said, you know, a good idea would to start Juve. No, I'm not saying that Miami Carnival didn't have Juve. I'm not saying Broward didn't have Juve. They both had Juve, but for some reason it was lost. So we brought it back to the table. But we didn't go in the route of just a steel band Juve. We went to the route that we wanted to include the steel bands and the music trucks. Now, of course, music trucks is now geared towards the younger folks, the younger people. Not saying that the elderly is not taking part, but it's geared towards the younger folks. The steel band, you would see the division, of course. First year we tried, the steel bands couldn't come out. So we had 6 bands, 6 trucks on the road. And that grew over the years. We started in 2012 and that grew to 26 bands right now that we have. Our Juve is a different Juve. It's different from all the other Juves that I know around the world. Our Juve is confined. And we don't have the streets that all the other Juves would have, so we do it in a park. We have bands that sell their costumes and so for the park. We charge an entrance fee as Miami Broward Carnival, Carnival. We charge an entrance fee to those that are not playing in bands. And it's a great, I would say, money-making event for Miami Broward. We have been very successful from day one.
I hope that everyone is enjoying the show and having a good time. We saw Sizwe C took us on a trip through Miami today. He was having a good time, and I hope that you are having a good time too. My name is Mike Andrews. I'm your host this evening. I'll be taking you through this steel band jamboree, this steel band extravaganza, Miami Broward Carnival 2020. We're going virtual because you know why? You know why? COVID-19, coronavirus, shut down everything all over the place. So we want you to be sure and wear your mask. It's a simple thing, simple inconvenience. Wear your mask, wash your hands, social distancing. If we follow that, we reduce the risk tremendously. And because of our corporate responsibility, Miami Broward Carnival decided this year, we are not going to have Carnival all for your safety. We are making sure that we all stay safe. Hopefully next year, we'll have all this behind us and we'll be back for a bigger and brighter Miami Broward Carnival 2021. Today, we have some steel bands that's going to be jamming for you here on the stage. We are at the bandstand, Miami Beach, and it's a lovely evening. It's a lovely weekend here in South Florida. You know, as I was at the airport last night, and it was the busiest that I've seen the airport since the COVID lockdown. So we know folks are here. We know folks came in no matter what. They came to have a good time. We invite you to be here and have a good time, but please be safe. We have our first band coming up on stage. We hope that, let me see I got my notes here. Sorry, I have to look at my notes. Band number one, they're all going to play a medley of tunes, and it's a tune from the repertoire that we hope that you enjoy. Band number one, the captain of the band is Lee Cassie. The band is arranged by Sherwin DeVertel. The average age range, the youngest is 13 years old, and the oldest is 60 years old. So there's a wide range of age range there with the bands. And they are going to play Pan in A minor by Lord Kitchener and some other tunes for you. So ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome on stage band number one, Resurrection Steel Orchestra.
the concept for the Miami Carnival came about from what I call the father of the carnival, Mr. Desmond Worrell, who in fact was a member of the New York Labor Day parade also. There were 5 members. Desmond Worrell, like I said, he was the father of the carnival. He had Al Thomas, Tony Lumsden, Bernadette Johnson, and myself that incorporated the carnival.
I am Marlene Gregor, and I'm a member of the Miami Broward Carnival. First, it started out as a band leader, which we brought out the band Pet and Pest. We play Sailor, which I still have that sailor costume, looking for a museum to put it in. And second year, we brought out Red Waves. And of course, the third year, I end up being on the board of the Miami Carnival. And from then on, I have been with it through the stages that it has gone through.
Hi, I'm Connie Kennard, Vice President of Multicultural Tourism and Development for the Greater Miami Convention and Visitors Bureau. I hope that you're enjoying this Miami Carnival virtual experience.
Yes, indeed. I hope that you are enjoying this Miami Broward Carnival. Virtual Steel 2020, Miami Broward Carnival 2020. That was Resurrection Steel Orchestra, playing Lord Kitchener's Pan in A minor, and of course, In the Living Years. Theme of that song is Big Me Up Now While I'm Alive. Don't wait until I'm going to come and tell me all the nice things, right? In the living years. Give me a bly right now. Don't wait until later. Once again, my name is Mike Andrews. Glad to be here with you. Miami Broward Carnival, Virtual Steel, the steel pan, the steel drum, the steel orchestra, whatever you want to call it. It's a virtual, it's an integral part of Carnival. Wherever Trinbagonians have taken Carnival around the world, they've taken the steel pan with them. And of course, we have our own steel movement here in South Florida. But I want to big out a big shout out to the New Branches Steel Orchestra in Orlando. They can't be here this year because of the COVID, and they are our oldest band here in Miami Broward Carnival for Panorama. They've also won the most Panorama competitions here in South Florida. So big up to Orlando Branches Steel Orchestra. Yeah. I know you can't be here, but we're looking forward to seeing you next year. Want to thank our sponsors here, ladies and gentlemen. We want to thank the Miami Carnival is made possible with the support of the Miami-Dade County Department of Cultural Affairs and the Cultural Affairs Council, the Miami-Dade County Mayor and the Board of County Commissioners, also the Greater Miami and Convention and Visitors Bureau, the City of Miami Beach, Rhythm Foundation, James and Laura Quinlan, and also, of course, the North Beach Bandshell and Caribbean. This is Virtual Steel 2020. Our next band coming up, band number 2 here for us, ladies and gentlemen. Let me get to my notes. How are you? I see you looking at us on Facebook. Yolanda, yes, thanks for tuning in. All the Facebook friends, call your friends and tell them, tune in. Virtual Steel, live on Facebook. Go to the Miami Broward Carnival Facebook page, and that's where we are. Band number 2, they're going to play Pressure Bus Pipe, Feeling It by the Baron, More Soca by Nyla Blackman. Captain of the band is Glenn Phillips. The tuner is Fitzroy Fox Allen. The arranger is Vernon Stretch George. The players range in age from 15 to the ripe old age of 73, 15 to 73. Wow, he's still out there playing pan. Big up to him, or her. Might be a her, I don't know. Ladies and gentlemen, want to welcome on stage, band number 2. Put your hands and welcome on stage, Melo Groove Steel Orchestra. Going to be right back after this. Feel the rhythm.
Carib, it's the way we play.
We went through many different changes, as you know, we mentioned. So, but the carnival grew, and for me, what really began to show a vision for it was Rootsman. He made the song Miami Carnival in 1986, and that became like the anthem for Miami Carnival throughout the years. You know, people started coming down here in '87 after he had made that song, and this is when the growth started here for the migration of folks from up north to Florida, because they all found the same thing that we found. More and more people started coming here to the same area. Miami Gardens really is where everything's happened. You know, it started there at 183rd Street, and it continued on. And then we had the emergence of carnivals, if you will. At that time, Mr. Lewis came in and brought some fruitful ideas and took the carnival to another level.
Carib, feel the rhythm. Carib.
Carib, it's the way we play.
Miami Carnival has grown over the years, and it went from one stage to another, from different hands to another, but we all try to group together and try to make it one. Because when you look across the street and you could see your schoolmate that you haven't seen in 20 years, 30 years, it's excitable.
Now, wasn't that wonderful? Melo Groove Steel Orchestra. Virtual Steel here, Miami Broward Carnival 2020. What a year 2020 is so far. People are asking for a do-over. I heard a man say that, you know what? He's not going to add this to his age. So he's going to minus 1 year when he goes to his birthday next year. We have so many things going on in 2020. Of course, the COVID-19 coronavirus. We have fire, we have flood, we have earthquake, we have things going on politically that I don't want to get into, but it's been a rough year. We hope that you are staying safe. We encourage you to stay safe. We encourage you to follow the science, follow the doctors, and exercise caution whatever you do. Minimize the risk. A lot of people may have it, may show no symptoms, and may get off easy. But a lot of people may have serious, even if they don't die, they may have serious health complications for the rest of your life. You don't want to be the one that has it, and you don't want to be the one that spreads it. So be safe and be cautious. That's my advice to you. Also coming from the 19 members of the Miami Broward Carnival Host Committee. 19 hardworking members. You want to big up to all of them. Of course, the chairperson, Ms. Joan. Big up to all the 19 members of the Miami Broward Carnival Host Committee. And I want to say a special shout out to my Facebook listeners. Yes, I see you on Facebook. Let me see the names here. Stacy Lumsden, thanks for tuning in. Andrew Moonilal, Lionel Leach, Daryl Griffith, Tony Banks, Mike Andrews, not me, my son who's up there in Maryland. I know you're looking at me, you think it's me. Mikey boy, my son up there in North Carolina, he's tuned in. We have Mr. Heinrich Duberso, Shelly Ann Newman, Katera Brewster, Denise Maxwell, Antonia Sebastian, and Rakesh. Thanks for tuning in, and also Miss Ann Gibbs. And I want to say a special remembrance to some of the past bands we've had. We've had so many steel bands here in South Florida for Carnival. We've had Miami Vibe Steel Orchestra, Lauderhill Steel Ensemble, the past winner of Panorama, Steel Away. We've had a Rising Stars Steel Orchestra, and I want to send condolences to the members of Rising Stars. One of their founders, Albert Leach, passed away just a couple weeks ago, so he sent out condolences to the Leach family, the family of Albert Leach. We had Fantastic Steel Orchestra, Miami Pan Symphony from down south, and of course, 21st Century Steel Orchestra. They're not here, but we have some other bands that will fill in nicely for you here today. Virtual Steel, it continues tomorrow with this Miami Carnival Virtual. Tomorrow starting at 4 p.m., I think, 4 or 5 p.m. We'll tell you more about it later on. And then, of course, Sunday, which would have been Carnival Day, we have more virtual presentation for you. But coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, we have Calypsonian, won the Road March in the year 1979. Find a party, smoke a watty. When you finish, drink a Guinness, find a corner. Oh, yeah. None other than Mr. Sylvester Lockhart, the mighty poser. He'll be here with you right after this.
A little scared comes from saying how she wants to be somebody, but she don't know who with that boy I can be from. So she has got a body to come but me. So I tell you, and you, my love, now you have from that long so this is you see I come out to be I party good people see over I be there. So all of forget I hear all I corner that's a don't you get you in my and you get if you see me girl, it's my fun. Happy girl, single heart in that. Say I know other things they go back. Say I'm from the country. They go be wasting the time while they come in and white. So I go on. Let's find a car. Now you get back. This is where when you like it, you can have to only one day you have first. You'd have some old men come here like a squeeze little girls on the she said, so much better yeah, you can't play us outside because we feel so I tell you no, you're better. Sleeping when you're young. Thank you. Oh, yeah! Dane Gulfston, boy! Whoa.
In 1986, when the Dolphin Stadium was going to be open at that time, on the Joe Robbie Stadium, it wasn't Dolphin, Joe Robbie Stadium. So they told us we could not have the carnival on that road because they were expecting some 60,000 vehicles for the opening. That was the first event of the opening of the stadium. And this is when we moved to downtown. Bicentennial Park was the next venue.
Well, first of all, with this, what's going on over COVID-19, I would like to see it back on the street as we have before. But due to circumstances, we have to do it this way this year. So I am hoping that when we return, it should be bigger and greater than it was. And it is great right now.
I am Lawson Phipps.
All right, thank you, Molly.
And I hope that
Thank
you're
you, Ruth
enjoying
Venn. What we just saw there was a recap of a performance last year's Panorama 2019 at the Central Broward Regional Park. Of course, the most exciting panist, one of the most exciting soloists, Dane Gulfston from Trinidad All Stars, together with the front line there. They bring some excitement every time you see All Stars on stage. Also, we had Poser from a performance last year at the Panorama competition, which was held in Lauderhill at the Central Broward Regional Park. This year, though, no Panorama, no Kiddies Carnival or Junior Carnival, which would have been last week. No Panorama, no Parade of the Bands. It's all virtual, and that's where we are here. Thanks to all the folks tuning in on Facebook. Spread the word and tell them it's a virtual weekend for Miami Broward Carnival 2020. And of course, coming up next, one of the most exciting bands in Trinidad and Tobago. I think up here in Miami, they are the bands that have the most fans of any of the steel bands in Trinidad and Tobago. Last year, we had the pleasure of having 3 of the major steel bands here in South Florida. We had Trinidad All Stars, we had Renegades, and of course, we had Desperados. What a thing, eh? What a thing. So they performed at the in Lauderhill, and they mash up the place, as we say in Trinidad. They real mash it up, you know. They mash it up. So sit back, relax, and welcome on stage, massive Trinidad All Stars coming up now.
Yeah, moving to Bicentennial Park, you know, it was good. It was very good and successful. We always had the support of the city of Miami. People were able to easily connect because they're coming and they're on the beach downtown, and of course, people in New York in October is already cloaked up. Up north in Boston or whatever, Canada, they're already cloaked up. So coming down to Florida and having the opportunity or the ability to take a sea bath in the morning before they go to Carnival was always an added thing that the tourists always like about Miami Carnival.
Carib, feel the rhythm. Carib.
Carib, it's the way we play.
Planning Broward Carnival for me was a first time. Actually, I was the president the very first year that we formed Broward Caribbean Carnival. A couple band leaders came together. The original committee was having their carnival down in Homestead. They didn't want to go down to Homestead, so they wanted to continue to have it in Broward. Not continue, but have it in Broward. And so that's how Broward Caribbean Carnival was formed. That year, we had a lot of challenges. Putting on a carnival for the very first time. Most of the members were first time putting on an event of that magnitude. So, it was pretty much challenging. Well, as it pertains to dividing the community, at the time when we started it, it wasn't really an issue at the time. Only until after the first year, we realized how the community was actually split when both carnivals happened together. We had, people going down to Miami, people staying up in Broward. The community as a whole was split on where to go. We had problems with actual sponsorship. Sponsors didn't know which event to sponsor. So what happened was they didn't sponsor either event. So it was challenging. Financially, it was challenging. From a social point of view, it was challenging. Well, the unification came, I would say, about 6 years later, to be honest. The division within the community was too extreme. It was really, really bad. We had division in families. We had division in counties and cities. Just getting sponsorship, just getting financing was an issue. And so we reached out to Miami Carnival. Miami Carnival is the vehicle for culture, for and I'm going to say Caribbean. I'm not just going to say Trinidad, I'm going to say Caribbean. As a people, we must know our foundation, we must know, our culture, where we have come from in order to know where we are going. So if we don't have that foundation, then we don't know where we're going. We are lost as as a community, as a society, as one Caribbean, we are lost. So we definitely, and Miami Carnival brings.
All right. Thank you very much, Dale Larson. Thank you very much all for tuning in on whatever social media you're on. Thank you all for tuning in. Also like to thank our sponsors, of course, without whom we won't be able to do these nice things for you here today. Miami Carnival is made possible with the support of the Miami-Dade County Department of Cultural Affairs and the Cultural Affairs Council, Miami-Dade County Mayor, and the Board of County Commissioners, the Greater Miami and Convention Visitors Bureau, the City of Miami Beach, Rhythm Foundation, the North Beach Bandshell, and Caribbean, and of course, the 19 hardworking members of the Board of Directors of Miami Broward Carnival, and the man who coordinated this, Mr. Dexter Blesdell, the pan man instead. I see that some of you are looking at us on Facebook. I wrote some of the names down, so let me give you a shout out right here, all right? Miss Amber Nettles, thank you for tuning in. Deborah Faria, is that Debbie from New York? All the way in New York. Hi, Debbie. Thank you for tuning in to us on Facebook. Michelle, that's her name. Katara Brewster, Carla Kodayo Hill. Hello, Carla, how you doing? Thanks for tuning in. We have Mr. Bernard Low Black, Panman himself too. Joanne Camejo, thank you for tuning in, Joanne. Daryl Joseph, Nydia Ivaliz, Ingram Roland. Ingram, how you doing? Sandy Ali, Nicholas Dabro, Mr. Owen Scott. Scotty, I'm watching you, I'm seeing you. Pinky Ruiz, Nesta Bayer, thank you for tuning in, Nesta, and Patricia DeNoble, the bass lady herself. This is Miami Carnival 2020 Virtual Steel. It continues tomorrow with a fraction of Miami History Carnival. It starts at 4 p.m. We'll give you more details later. And then on Sunday is Miami Carnival. We start at 7 p.m. Giselle De Wasi and Company will be here virtually right here on the same medium that you're looking at, all right? It's Miami Carnival Virtual Steel. Our next band, but let me just show you. Don't worry, you see me here without my mask because I'm announcing, but I have my mask here. And we are practicing social distancing. Move to the left there, yeah, all right. We are practicing social distancing, and we want to encourage you to do the same. That's one of the safest things you can do. A simple thing like this, you wear the mask, it prevents you from getting droplets and prevents you from spreading droplets, all right? Practice social distancing, all the hygiene, wash your hands and all those kind of things, and we want you all to be safe. Our next band coming up on stage, ladies and gentlemen, you see the members here in the lovely colors, red, white, and black. They're anxious to go. They are going to play a medley of tunes. Tuner of the band is Fitzroy Fox Allen. Captain is Gail Clark Allen. Hello, Gail. They range in age from 20 to 56. They are a former winner of Panorama here in South Florida. In 2017, the arranger of the band was the youngest arranger to ever arrange a tune for Miami Broward Carnival. His name is Kobe Allen. Where's Kobe? Give a shout out there, Kobe. That's it. 17 years old when he arranged the band. 17 years old. And he's an arranger for the tune tonight also. So, ladies and gentlemen, on stage, put your hands together. Welcome. Sit back, relax, take a sip of something, and welcome Sticks and Tones.
Carib. Feel the rhythm. Carib.
Carib, it's the way we play.
All right, thank you very much. That was Sticks and Tones playing for us here, a medley of tunes here to be the last band on this Virtual Steel 2020, Miami Broward Carnival Virtual Steel 2020. It's a virtual carnival all weekend. Don't forget tomorrow, it begins at 4 p.m. And then on Sunday, it begins at 7 p.m. Once again, Miami Carnival is made possible with the support of the Miami-Dade County Department of Cultural Affairs and the Cultural Affairs Council, the Miami-Dade County Mayor and the Board of County Commissioners, the Greater Miami and Convention Visitors Bureau, the City of Miami Beach, Rhythm Foundation, the North Beach Bandshell, where we are right now, and the Caribbean. It's raining, so you see I'm wet. I got wet outside. It's raining where we are, but we know where you are. You are comfortable and dry. And that brings us to an end for today's Virtual Steel right here, Miami Broward Carnival. My name is Mike Andrews. It was a pleasure hosting this for you. You know, I'm a radio DJ. I'm a stage announcer. It's the first time I'm doing something right here on video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope I was able to bring pleasure to you here this evening. I had fun. I hope you had fun too. We're going to take it out to Sizwe. He's going to tell you what's going on for tomorrow and for the rest of the weekend. Sizwe, what's going on?
Yeah, once again, it's friend Sizwe C, and we're here. It's day 2. Yeah, I get that from my son, right? Say what? Yesterday we was in Overtown. We showed you some historic stuff, right? And today we're in Wynwood, formerly known as Overtown, right? So we wanted to show you the Bob Marley mural, right? And it's important. It's very important. I'm gonna tell you why. It shows how much impact we as a culture has on society, right? This is our culture. Right, Bob, Jamaica, yeah, big up to all yourself. You know what I mean? So right here is Wynwood. I mean, the style, the fashion, everything is right here. Once again, to friend Sizwe C. You don't know, we in Wynwood, dog.
Double M, yeah. Chopping a style on the rhythm like
yeah, so Wynwood, right? This is the art district. This is Wynwood. You know what I mean? Right across the street is Koyotako. You got the world famous House of Mac on the next side. I mean, this is crazy. This is where the party begins. If you're not partying in Wynwood, you're not partying nowhere, right? As a matter of fact, I used to perform right here, right at that corner, right, for the Art Basel. Every Art Basel, me and E. Cushion is from New York, a guy who plays the drums, bam, bam, turn up, pang, 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 patang, right? And yeah, we mash up Wynwood, you know what I mean? So make sure and come and forward, right? Next time you're inside Miami, you make sure and touch Wynwood, yeah? Once again, big enough, huge. So when you reach Miami, we was in Wynwood, and now we come to Little Haiti, right? And in Little Haiti, you have the Little Haiti Cultural Center, right? That has a huge impact on the culture. Because inside there they have art gallery, marketplace, all type of things. So when you come Miami, make sure and stop down, touch down in Little Haiti, show some love to them zoos. And you know what? I also had an opportunity to perform on that stage, right? With a Haitian band singing soca. Yeah. So you don't know, mad out here, right? So make sure and touch down inside Little Haiti. I say so. Once again, yeah. Oh, let's check it out now.
Carib. Feel the rhythm. Carib.
Carib, it's the way we play.
Food good, boy. Sauce bar good. Grill good. Everything good. Make sure you come Miami, go check out Chef Creole, right? Listen, Panorama's over. I was watching on my phone right here as it was going on. So what I want you to do is tune in tomorrow, because tomorrow I'm taking you on the beach, right? We're going on Collins, we're going on Lincoln, Washington, everything. I'm showing you everything, right? This is my official tour for you. All right, so tomorrow I'll see you. You might even go and take a swim in the water. What do you feel about that? Yeah, we're good. Right? Once again, it's the friend Sizwe, the official mayor of Miami Carnival, right? We out tomorrow, outside, inside, everything.